Hi everyone, it's Tracy. I'm coming at you with my week 32, 33, and 34 update. I get behind, I really get behind. I'm sorry guys, there's been a lot going on. The last few weeks have been a bit of chaos, up and down on the scale. There really hasn't been a lot to report. It's been kind of the same scenario as it's been since November. I'm trying really hard to not get disappointed. I dropped down to where I've lost 60 pounds, and somehow I end up gaining 4 or 5 pounds. And I know some of it's probably water weight. I know some of it's stress. I know some of it's my eating habits. There are weeks that, I'm not going to lie, I've kind of gotten sloppy, and I've eaten carbs, and I've gotten into the comfort foods, and I know that I'm to blame for that, or I'm not as active as I should be. So I take full responsibility for the fact that I haven't lost more weight than I expected to, because I know part of it is my own fault. Um, but to be honest, when you feel like you're starving all the time and you don't have restriction, I mean, I went through a life-threatening surgery and I felt restriction maybe slightly for the first few months. Someone told me that was only because I was still healing. Not real sure. Either way, what weight I have lost, I owe to the surgery 100%. No doubt in my mind would I have lost any weight without the surgery. I lost 30 pounds pre-op. I worked a year to do that. So in the however many months, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, 8 months. So actually, tomorrow will make exactly 8 months. So that's my 8-month anniversary. I plan to do a video then. So I'm going to update you guys on the last 3 weeks. The last time I checked in with you guys, I was 251.1 pounds. My week 32, January 1st, I weigh in on Mondays. So I'll get with my high weight. My high weight was 330 pounds, May 2016. My surgery weight was 304 pounds, May 22nd, 2017. Last week was 251.1 pounds. I had my surgery like I said, May 22nd, 2017 at Trinity Bariatrics with Dr. Joseph Colella. My week 32 weigh-in was January 1st, 2018, 249.9 pounds. So that was down 1.2 pounds for the week. I was down 54.1 pounds since surgery and 80.1 pounds since my high weight. Sorry, my notes. So that was good. I was real quickly, and actually between then, I had dropped all the way down to 244, which would have been 60 pounds down, but my following weigh-in, I had gained 2 pounds back. So my week 33, January 8th, 2018, was 246.8 pounds. So that took me down 3.1 pounds for that total for the week, which was really good. I had actually at one point, like I said, I was down 5, and a little more than 5 actually, and so it had been 60 pounds for my high weight, but I'll take whatever I get. And so I was down, not from my high weight, but from my surgery weight, sorry. I was down that week 57.2 pounds since my surgery, and since my high weight, I was down 83.2 pounds. Sorry guys, I know I'm not looking at the camera very much. I'm just trying to get it all reported to you because I don't know when. Like I said, I'm going to try to get a video in tomorrow, but let's get to my week 34. My week 34, I weighed in at 251 pounds, so that was a plus 4.2 pound gain. The only thing I can accredit it to is the fact that I upped my carbs and my protein had dropped. And it wasn't intentional. It was just, I was so crazy busy. I wasn't meal prepping. And I was just eating at random. And to be honest, I haven't had a lot of time to grocery shop. And budget's been a bit tight. I don't know if I mentioned it in the last video, but I had to come up with a significant amount of money to help my son get his first apartment. I had very few weeks to do it. I think it was 3 weeks total. It was over $2,000. That's not something that my budget I have sitting around. I don't have it in savings. It's not easy, and so I cut budget everywhere I could. My daughter and I, we are more than willing to eat leftovers, and I freeze leftovers. So because I am a food hoarder, it came very much in handy. We definitely didn't go hungry. As you see, I had a weight gain. My daughter actually had a weight gain, so it was not from starving to death. We definitely had food in the house. It was just I didn't go and buy the staples that I usually eat. I ate a lot of things that I had actually had in the deep freezer from, not pre-op, but stuff that not necessarily something I would have eaten, like things with breading and things like that. But you eat what you got, and to be honest, I know I didn't make the best choices in the last few weeks, but 100% it was based on what was convenient for me. And unfortunately, that sucked. I am down a little bit from that weight as of this morning, but because my official 8-month weigh-in is tomorrow morning, I'm going to wait. It's not down to the 60 pounds down post-op, but like I said, I've hit that mark several times. I did the same thing with the 50-pound mark. I couldn't wait to get to down 50 pounds, and I stayed down 50 pounds from October to now. I'm struggling to hit the 60-pound mark and keep it. Like I've told you guys before, I don't mean to compare myself, but I know many other people who have completely done astronomically better. Sorry, I need to sit up. I actually worked a 13-hour day yesterday, 8-hour day today, and my back is hurting a bit because I'm on my feet and then I'm in crappy office chair kind of chairs, but they're not, they're kind of like conference room chairs, not really office chairs. Anyways, I digress, and I tend to have squirrel moments a lot lately. I am still working on my internship. I am still working 40 hours a week at my regular job. My daughter's health is still up and down. We've been working with the Children's Hospital, trying to figure out what's going on with her. We've had her gallbladder checked again. She's had blood work. We head to Children's Hospital on the 31st. I believe they're going to do an endoscope and a colonoscopy then, but I'm not 100% certain. I will actually find out for sure and do an update on that, but I believe that's what's going to happen on the 31st. They're just trying to test for everything possible. Sorry, I'm trying really hard not to yawn, but I am exhausted. And I've promised and promised for those of you who have requested my videos and needing an update. You can't see it in this lighting. It's awful, but I will try to move my lamp and show you guys. I did color my hair. I am redhead again, which, nope, the lighting sucks. Sorry. I will try to make my next video in the day. It's nighttime, and overhead lights really give me headaches, and I woke up for the last 3 days with a migraine, so I'm really trying to avoid overhead lighting. I will say this, guys. I am adamant 100% that I would honestly do this surgery again. I don't regret having my VSG in any way, shape, or form. I will say I accredit the weight loss that I have had to the surgery, and I am completely to blame for a lot of it. Do I believe that the restriction is what it should have been? No. Do I believe that my stomach was, they removed 80%? No, that's my personal opinion. I honestly have looked into sleeve over sleeve. I know it's rare and it's odd and most people don't do it, but I am honestly contemplating a revision. If I can't get out of the 200s before my 1 year post-op. I honestly am contemplating a revision. And I know, and if you guys have had anyone say these things to you, um, they're wrong. So please don't take offense to anything that, jerks on the internet have to say. I don't take it personal, but the comments being made about I wasted a gift that was given to me. I pay for my insurance, for one. For two, I worked hard for over a year. I had a 9-month requirement that got extended because of an insurance faux pas. I worked for over a year to qualify for my surgery. I have contemplated this surgery for 5 years and actually have went in to a procedure before and backed out because it wasn't what I was comfortable with. I also changed from one clinic to another in that year that I was qualifying. I have more than changed my lifestyle and my diet. Do I work out as much as I would love to work out? I love the gym. So for anybody who says that I'm not working out enough, it's not that I don't want to, because I love the gym. I love physical activity. I have always been an outdoorsy person. It's cold, for starters. It has been record cold temperatures for most people in this country this year, but especially for the northeast of this country, and I am in southeastern Ohio, so it's cold. Not that that's an excuse. I have a gazelle, but there's only so much you can do when you're working at the extent that I am. To be honest, I am so exhausted and tired all the time, I am struggling to focus. I have reached out for my own therapy, and it doesn't have anything to do with the weight loss. It's just the simple fact that sometimes I think I put too much on my own plate and I overwhelm myself. It is what it is. We all do it sometimes. Tends to be, I'm an overachiever, so maybe that's the reason I am letting myself down, because I believed that I could do better than I have. And I know for a fact that I can do better than I'm doing. I am trying. That's the best that I can say. I am dang sure not giving up. I don't care if I get to 18 months post-op and still haven't reached my goals. I'm not giving up. I dang sure will continue. I have maybe 1 day out of 7 that I have restriction to the point that I struggle to eat. And honestly, if I start eating something and I feel full, I have learned that I can't sit it to the side and finish it later. Because that's another thing I was doing. The whole finish your plate mentality came back. Somewhere along the way, it came back. And so I would put a whole can of soup in a bowl. I'd get halfway through, which is a 1 cup serving, which is what I'm supposed to have, and be full like I should be. I should be full at 1 cup. And then I would sit it off to the side, do some homework, and an hour or two later, after having some water, I would go and I would finish it. I have this mentality, and I know it's all about the head hunger and the head games. I'm working really hard. This is loose skin, guys. I hate it. It used to be a double chin and fat, but it is, it's flat. And it's tough. I mean, I have my dimple back in my chin. That's been years. And I can see my collarbone. It's hard in this light, but I'm telling you guys, I'm bony. And see? I can do that again. And I can fit, it's not bony, but I can see my shoulder bones, and I looked down the other day in a pair of leggings, and I could see my knee bones. Those are all NSVs, and they're silly and weird, but they're things I've noticed. I hate the divot, the little dimple in my chin. I've always hated it, but I'm glad to see it again. My cheek dimples are coming back. That's something that I'm proud of. I'm working hard, even though the scale is not dropping. The inches are, so that's great. Those of you who are struggling with the scale, please, please, please take my advice and take your measurements. pictures. I don't know if anyone recently saw my updated pictures on Instagram. I am starting to really see the difference in my face. I can see the difference in my body shots. I actually have bra and panty shots that at some point I may share. I don't know. Maybe. And because this is my 8-month post-op VSG update tomorrow, I will probably go ahead and do a skin flick. Maybe. I did one 3 months or 6 months, I can't recall. And at some point, I might do what I eat in a day. To be honest, it's no different than everyone else. So we've all seen them done. I just don't see the point of doing one. If you all would like for me to do one, I will do one. I've pretty much showed you my water. I mean, this is just a sparkling water bottle from Dollar General. It was a pina colada one, but I just put regular water in it, and it's got my root beer flavoring in it. I swear by the A&W root beer, no other flavor satisfies me. I have tried other flavors. Actually, I ran out of the root beer one, and I noticed I cut back on my water, so I immediately went and bought more. Because when I went a week and realized I wasn't drinking water because I didn't like the water I was drinking, I was having maybe 1 bottle a day when I had upped it to 2 or 3. I mean, I always have 2, but I had upped it to trying to get 3, which actually was when I started noticing some weight loss. I also noticed that I was keeping 60 to 90 grams of protein, and because I'm not physically active, they told me not to go higher than that. But I noticed if I upped it to around 100, I'm starting to lose weight again. And if I keep my carbs at between 30 and 40%, but no higher, I gain weight if I go higher than 40, even one day. Even one day if I go over the 40% mark on my diet macros, that I gain, even once. So my dietitian wants me at 40%. I try to keep it around 30 to 35. Honestly, I try to keep all my macros matching at about 33%, 33%, 33%. So that would be my carbs, my fat, and my protein. And I try to stay consistent with that. I try to keep it. I've actually been trying to keep my calories at 1,000 or less. There have been a few days I was 1,200. I think I did go one day at 1,500, and I get those of you who are watching who are like, oh my God, at maintenance I still can't eat 1,500. It all depends on what you're eating, guys. Remember, I eat high fat. I don't do fat free. I don't believe in fat free because when you remove the fat from stuff, it tastes like crap. So our federal government in this country has allowed those companies to put in more sugar. I watch my sugar content more than anything. I also have noticed something else. When I was pregnant, I had gestational diabetes. So I would get lightheaded if I didn't have enough sugar or eat often enough. And I'm noticing that again. I've done some research. I know it's common post-op for some people to get hypoglycemic. So I try to very much limit the sugar in my diet. But now I have to carry like Werther's Originals or like Hershey's Kisses. Something small, very limited. I will try the Hershey's Kisses dark. They're hard to find some places, but I do try to do dark chocolate, and I watch the amount of sugar, but sugar-free just doesn't do it, guys. It doesn't. It doesn't pick me up. I will do maybe a 2-3 ounce cup of orange juice because orange juice is astronomical in sugar. My surgeon doesn't like us to do fruit smoothies. He doesn't like us to do fruit juice if we can avoid it. He told us to eat our fruit, don't drink our fruit, because your body doesn't break down the sugars in the same way if you drink liquefied fruit versus chewing up the fruit. I do eat, when I eat apples, I make sure the skin's on it now. The same way with baked potatoes. If I eat a baked potato, baked sweet potato, I make sure I eat the skins. Those are where your vitamins are. I'm trying very hard to work on the things that go in my mouth. But we all have that comfort food day. We all have that. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I eat pizza again. And that's probably a big bad no no. But when I eat a slice of pizza, I'm not going to feel guilty. Or, um, to be honest, I also like the Domino's uh, stuffed cheesy bread, feta, and spinach. I eat 1 to 2 of it's like a cheese stick. It comes in 8. They're cut up already. You just separate them. Um, but I take maybe 2, and sometimes I can eat 2 more later. But it takes me at least 2 days to eat an order of them. Um, I don't sit and eat the whole thing. I couldn't possibly, even with the very limited restriction I do get. I like very limited. There are times like I couldn't eat all 4. I can maybe do 3, and that's if I haven't eaten anything in hours. So I have been trying another thing too, which is eating every 2 to 3 hours, because I've noticed that my sugar plummets if I don't. I haven't tested it with the numbers, but I know the signs. I get lightheaded. I get like the sweats, the shakes, and I mean like this, shaking like this at my office. And my clients notice it. I get the white spots in my eyes, the lightheaded dizziness. Um, I know that that's what's going on. I've been through it before. I will be documenting it with the doctor at my next follow up, honestly. Um, but I know what to do to maintain and to be careful. I've been with my gestational diabetes coached on how to quickly raise my sugar. Pineapple helps. I know I carry the little lunch bucket pineapple. I try to keep those kind of things at my work because I've noticed it mostly at my work. At home, I try to do like, it's crazy, but peanut butter helps me. So I don't do sugar free. I don't do the all natural crazy. I mean, Jif is my favorite, and that's what I eat. I eat like it's 2 tablespoons as a serving of peanut butter, and I'll eat a serving. Um, so I measure it out. I am still measuring all of my foods and weighing all of my foods. Just like I said, I'm struggling. There are days and that everything goes great, and there are days when it doesn't. So, um, I'm just I'm just me, you know. We're all going to have our ups and downs. And those of you who are doing great, I am so proud of you all. Um, Everybody that has been supporting me and standing by me, encouraging me, I am so grateful. Thank you guys. Um, Sorry to hear about Nirvana and her foot, and don't let that discourage you, girl. You've been such an inspiration to all of us, so I'm sure you're going to get right back up when it's healed and get back on track because you are doing amazing. Um, you are an inspiration to me in so many ways. Being in the mental health field, the fact that you've overcome so many things, I'm proud of you. It's tough what you're going through. Um, Going out in the world the way you do, wow, that's phenomenal. So, awesome job. To all my new subscribers, hey, welcome. Sorry it's been kind of a crazy sporadic video. I haven't done a lot of updates lately. This video has gone on for nearly a half an hour, so if you've stuck with me till the end, thanks. I will do my 8-month anniversary update within the week, I promise, guys. I I will get some time. I am behind on homework yet again, and doing the best that I can. So, till next time, guys. See ya. Bye.